Hello everyone. Welcome back again for another week. Hope everybody's doing well. And this week, my topic that I really wanted to go over was something that I've been actually dealing with a lot with my affiliates here lately. And that's a big question with how do you get started with SaaS? And I think a lot of people, when they get into Highlevel, they get excited because Highlevel has all these tools and you can use any one of these tools to begin making money, and there's just so much, and if you join, then there's absolutely no way you can't not make money. So that's very interesting. So right now, the problem that a lot of people have is they don't focus on a particular business problem. But I tell you what here, before I hop into that, I do want to go over just a few things first here before I hop into that. So I'm sorry, I was already starting to go into that. But one of the things I do want to sit back and let you guys know is Highlevel still does have a Summer of AI special going on. So right now, I know this isn't about AI, I just want to mention it because right now it is only for a limited time. It's the Summer of AI is going where you can get AI employee free for 1 month. For the entire month to be able to utilize it. And we're going to talk a little bit about at least AI from a business model, maybe how to get started with that on this call. But I just want to at least mention that that Summer of Highlevel is still here till September 1st. So right now, again, if you have a Highlevel account, one of the things about the getting the AI employee free for 1 month though is if you do that, you do have to have a paid account. So you can't have a trial and run the AI special at the same time. That they don't allow you to do that. So you do have to move to a paid account if you want to utilize the AI employee free for 30 days. So that's one of the things about it. But again, I always recommend people start at the starter plan. Unless you're already like an established business and you already have clients that you're looking to possibly convert, I wouldn't bother starting with the starter plan. I would really jump right into Agency Pro and get your whole business set up there first, and then you're all set to easily migrate your clients over. So anyway, I just wanted to at least push that out there. But right now, one of the things to kind of get back to it is just talking about what exactly how to get started with SaaS. Again, I have affiliate calls with all the people who are my affiliate. Now, just to let you guys know, there are a couple ways that you can be an affiliate. Number one, if you don't have a Highlevel account, you can use the link in this video to sign up for a free 30-day trial with me, and then you'll get access to me, my bonuses, and everything else like that. Or if you're currently in a Highlevel plan, let's just say you're in the 97 or 297 plan, you can upgrade from there to the Agency Pro. Once you upgrade to the Agency Pro, using the link, the upgrade link specifically, there's a unique one for that in the video description. But if you use that, then you can also become an affiliate of mine as well. One other way is, I'm going to switch over here to my screen. One other way is to come here to the Summer of AI special. So right now, if you are currently do have an account and you do want to sit back and utilize the AI employee feature, then right now you can use my link. I do have a Summer of AI link in the video description. So you can use that link to sign up for the AI, and then again, I will get, once you start purchasing AI, then you can, you're an affiliate of mine. So anyway, those are the ways that you can actually be an affiliate of mine, where you can get access to me and we can have calls and stuff like that. So just want to give you guys a heads up. Now, one of the other things to kind of get back to it is about getting started here. Again, with my affiliates, I know I've been kind of stumbling over this, but with my affiliates, a lot of them are just like, okay, I've signed up, but now what is it that I'm going to do? What is it I'm going to be selling here? Now, I've done several videos over this here, but you need to come up with what business problem are you looking to solve, or what value are you looking to add to another business. That's kind of the first thing that you need to focus on. Because if you don't know that, then you have so many tools inside of Highlevel that you can use them to fix multiple different business problems. But unless you're going to be focusing completely on that, you're going to be pulling your hair out. Because what you're going to end up doing is you're going to be looking at all the tools in Highlevel and trying to sell all of them to all the different businesses. And that's not really going to work very well. It's not. You need to be focused. You need to have a certain set of tools inside of HighLevel that you actually use. Now, one of the things I always recommend to my affiliates is make sure you think about the business that you want to have after you get started before you get started. Now, what does that mean? Right now, if you're going to be starting a business, okay, and that business is going to involve you being involved in your client's business on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, you might want to rethink that, okay? Because if you don't really want to, again, you're not going to be able to scale with that, because if you're going to be working or you're going to have to be spending your time in your client's account and doing things for them and as part of their services, then that could work. But you're going to have to build a team. You're going to have to spend your own time to actually do the work and things like that inside of the business. Where with HighLevel, you don't need to do that you don't need to have that kind of a business model. You can have a business model that once you set something up, all you need to do is monitor it. And that becomes a lot less work intensive. To sit back and monitor processes to make sure they're working. And then maybe generate monthly emails out to your clients saying, hey, here's how many calls we got. Here's how many new bookings you got. Here's how many clients you got. Things like that. So that's the kind of stuff that you can end up doing, and that's something that you can actually have a virtual assistant do. So I'm just checking over here and making sure that we've got, see if we have any members here logging in or asking any questions, but I don't see any. So just moving on. So right now, think about the business that you want to have ahead of time. Do you want to have a business that once you sign somebody up and they have hopefully a very short onboarding period, maybe a half a day or something like that, 2, 3, 4 hours. You have everything systemized, meaning like you might have snapshots already in place. You might have things that you could just drop directly into their account, get a few things set up, boom, boom, and then all of a sudden they're up and going. And the business problem that you're looking to solve has been solved. Now you just need to let the system continue to run over and over and over again. Now, some of these businesses, and I'm going to go over a few of them here, some of these businesses may need to get the client involved. So the client may have to do certain things inside of HighLevel to keep this thing going, but this really is going to involve you training the client on what it is they need to do to keep that system sort of running and working once you get it set up. But ultimately, the best business model that you can have is a business model where you can get a client that's paying you a nice monthly premium every month. You're helping them solve a business problem. They see the value of that. You have a short onboarding period with very little maintenance afterwards. Okay. Now I know that seems to be like the ideal business. Nobody has a business like that. Well, you can design a business like that if that's what you want. Now again, you might be limited by some of the things that you're going to do, but if that's the business that you want, then you can design it. And HighLevel has some features inside of it that can help you do exactly that. Now, two of the ones that I've already brought up, and I've had lives over these before, are reputation management and AI. These are two things that, for the most part, every business can utilize. Every business can needs. So it's not like you're building a specific niche for a dentist or a chiropractor or anything like that. It's not like you're trying to integrate or you're building a custom solution that deals with another third-party piece of software that really kind of fills a void, a little niche. I mean, you could do that if you want. There are people using HighLevel that do that kind of thing, and they do charge a lot more. But again, when you're that integrated, you really are. It's more client intensive. So when you start scaling, meaning you start getting 5 clients, 10 clients, 50 clients, 100 clients, you're going to have to start building out a huge team, to start managing all of this in order to manage your clients effectively. And I don't know if that's something that you really want. Do you really want to manage a huge team? I don't know. So one of the things I always recommend is just kind of look at, what business problem are you looking to solve? Maybe what interests you. That's another thing, because if you're going to start a business, you don't want to start a business that you hate. You want to start a business that you enjoy doing every single day, okay? Because, if you enjoy what you do, then it's not really work. It's just something that you enjoy doing, and you're helping other people out, and they're paying you for it. That's it. That right there is short in a nutshell what people are doing with HighLevel. They're helping businesses out. That's what you're doing. when you're not, I don't even consider selling stuff to people. I just consider letting business owners know of other opportunities that we can use to streamline and optimize their business for their time and their customer retention, revenue, things like that. And if the business owner is not capable of seeing that, then there's nothing you're going to be able to do to convince them of that. If they've just got a closed mind and they're not looking to expand, again, is it your job to sit back and explain to them the benefits and try to tell them, hey, you're not a very good business owner, you need to do this and tell them what to do? No. If they're not ready, they're not ready. So anyway, getting back to the point here, we have two business models, again, AI and reputation management, where you can come in, let's just say reputation management. There's lots of people out there that in Highlevel that go out and sell this. They attach, hey, let me help you get more Google reviews. We'll charge you. And again, this service is not like a really high level service. I guess when I say high level, like high value. It does have its place, but one of the things about reputation management is that yes, it can help you get more Google reviews, and in the long run, more Google reviews is going to help you get more customers. But that's sort of an after effect when you're dealing with reputation management. But so reputation management is valuable, but it's not necessarily as valuable as, say, AI, at least in my opinion, because I'm giving you my opinion here. Now, AI, when you're talking about being able to answer phone calls, deal with real-time visitors on the website and convert them into bookings, that's instant revenue. Like, you put a system in place today and you can start seeing results today. If you do reputation management, yes, you're going to start seeing your Google reviews go up, but the business owner has to understand, they have to know that yes, I'm investing in my business by getting more Google reviews, and the Google reviews in turn is going to lead us to get more customers. And one of the other things that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to reputation management is a lot of times when you're looking to sell your company, because eventually, you're not going to work in your company forever, but when you sell your company, that Google business profile with 500, 1,000 reviews, that's an asset that now can be sold to the next person. And now you have a solid, Google business profile. This is what the person's buying. They're buying the business, but they're also buying that brand that you have also built up that has all these, 500,000 people saying, hey, this is a great company, blah, 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 and things like that. So it becomes an asset over time that they can actually end up selling when they choose to sell their business, if they're looking to exit and things like that. Because right now, if somebody wants to buy a business, you're buying your customers, but then all the marketing and everything else, you don't have any goodwill, you don't have any social proof out there. This is where reputation management comes in. So anyway, reputation management does have a value, but the value for these I've seen are more like $150 to $300, maybe a little bit more per month, depending upon how integrated you are with it. There are some third-party connectors and things like that can connect third-party pieces of software into Highlevel to synchronize like contacts and things like that. So if you're going to be really getting that deep into integration, you might charge a little bit more, the $300 to $400 range, to get that integration to keep the business owner from really not having to do anything. Okay, but again, you look at the AI benefit. Now, AI again has immediate, hey, you turn this thing on and you can stop answering the phones, and that's an hour per day or more that you could save right away. Okay, so that right there is an instant savings that people can see. You get, hey, every call is answered, the calls are recorded, all the information is tracked, it's recorded inside the CRM. If a booking happens, or even if a booking doesn't happen, you could sit back and determine that and look at that later as far as why didn't a particular booking work. You could record phone calls inside of Highlevel so that when people call with AI, excuse me, you can actually go in and look at the calls and click on them and actually hear them on the interaction to see, how you can possibly make AI better. But ultimately, those two business models, once you get it set up, once you get AI trained for that particular business, there's really not a lot more to do. Okay? Once you get it set up, the system again just works. You call a number, AI answers. You go to the website, conversation AI picks up. You leave a review, Google, the reviews AI automatically responds to your review based upon the settings you have inside of Highlevel. And again, all of that I just said can be installed and put inside of a snapshot. So all of that, if you want to just take that, boom, you can dump all of that information right down once you have a good, a voice AI, conversation AI configuration built. That's really nice. Save it off to a snapshot and keep using those over and over again so you don't have to rebuild them. If you have workflows that work with that, install the workflows. Any additional calendars, put the calendars in there. So all of that stuff goes to quickly being able to set up and onboard people, which again reduces that onboarding time. So again, if you can get a new client and within 1 day, the next day they're up and running, with a brand new voice AI, and that you start the day running, and you can start showing immediate results, that's where you're going to start getting the higher amount of money. And this is where, of course, I always recommend that if you're going to be doing AI, you just don't even charge them for the AI employee. Just give them give them unlimited AI, and then increase your package of what you're selling it for them for, enough to cover that as well as your own profit. So that right there can easily be $500 plus for those services every month, because literally it's like having an employee for $500 a month, and it can save the business hours and hours of time. And this is where the more that particular business charges per hour, the more valuable that service becomes. So if they're charging, if you do some of these, I think electricians, these people are like, honestly, they're about $150. I think last time I checked, they were around $150 an hour. So $150 an hour is what you can save, these people. And instead of answering the phones or doing something or responding to phone calls, you can answer them and get them booked. Boom. You can just simply put those right into the, put those right into the booking, and they can start making money right away. Okay, and they're starting to save that $150 every hour. So instead of that being wasted on phone calls, now that $150 turns into revenue where they can stay out and do another call for that day and make more money. So hopefully you can kind of understand about this. So these are the two types of businesses that once you get them set up, again, they just begin to work. Now I'm going to go over another one here for, I've had some of my affiliates that actually want to go after coaches. Now, Highlevel, again, there's a lot of tools inside of Highlevel, and you're not going to utilize all the tools inside of Highlevel in every particular business model. Most likely you're not, because there's so many vast variety of different tools inside there. There's some tools you just will never use. So if you're doing reputation management, and that's the business model that you're doing, you're never going to be dealing with coursework, membership, paid courses, e-stores or e-commerce stores, or the social planner, or all those other cool tools, invoicing, billing, or none of that stuff. You're not going to be dealing with any of it. You're going to be dealing with maybe four pieces, 4 tools inside of there dealing with reputation management, and that's it. You're going to get a client, you're going to set them up, you're going to configure them, and it's just going to continue to run once you train your client on the process of how do you sit back and initiate a review or come up with, is that going to be an automated or a manual process? But ultimately, once that's done, it's set up, and you don't need to revisit that over and over again. You just need to look to figure out, is that particular person getting more Google reviews? And again, this is something that a virtual assistant, when they come on, can sit back and check all the stats, start going through all the sub accounts and start checking stats with people and just making sure that everything is continuing to work right and that there are no errors. So having said that, going back to coaches is a whole other area. Coaches, you may not be using AI. You may include AI in some of the stuff for coaches, but what if a coach really is going to be dealing with the community feature for that, the coursework? So they're going to have courses that they sell. They're going to have, they can have their community, which is paid for. So you're going to join my coaching program, and inside of my community, you get access to that. You're going to get access to all my coursework in there. And then from there, you could also have, documents inside of the documents area. If there's like contracts that people need to sign, you can build out certain templated contracts that people can use. And again, all of that stuff can be dropped inside of a snapshot. and configure. But you're only going to be dealing with those tools if you're going to be dealing with coaches. Okay? So this is where, again, you need to find out what it is that you're looking to do. How do you get started? Find out what businesses you really want to go after. What is it that you're looking to do? And then look at the value that that's going to bring by providing this to particular coaches. And what would it, like this for coaches, how much would you charge for a platform where they can have all of their customers, email marketing, text marketing in here. If they want to use the phone system, they could use the phone system. They could use AI as a part of this. They could use the coursework, the communities, the mobile app for Lead Connector to get access to things. They could use the GoCollab app to get access to the communities. All of that, or they can even build their own custom app for the communities if they want to. But all of this stuff really just involves those particular tools. And once you get a coach and once you get them set up, boom, now they're set up and they just begin to run their business, and then they pay you every single month. You see what I mean? You're not going to really be involved in creating things for them. You're going to be able to show them, or maybe give them a training course on how to create a course or how to migrate their course over or something like that, and then let them do it. Now, if they want you to do it, of course you could charge them more for it if you want to. But that would be my suggestion for you, is to sit back and find out what it is that you're looking for, what interests you, what are you looking for, and actually begin there. Choose your service you're looking for. Once you choose your service, now a lot of the work is already over, to be honest. Because whenever you get whenever you know, like, hey, I'm going to be selling AI, great. If you're going to be selling AI, then what you need to do now is find out, from your marketing perspective, how much you're going to end up charging for this, where you're going to start, marketing for your customers at, what business problems you're looking to solve, and start focusing all of your marketing around those pain points. Hey, tired of answering phone calls, missing calls every day? Use our AI employee. Something like that. So, you're going to start building that marketing out. You're going to start finding all the companies that you want to start prospecting to. And this is where you can either do cold email to them, send them links, or even start giving them a call. Or you can do other things. You start sending them, direct mail. That's a whole other thing. Start social media campaigns. Start posting on your Instagram, or start building out your social media to start posting for, hey, having infographics or posts about, stop wasting time answering phone calls and do what you do best, helping clients and making money. AI employee, $500 a month. Click here to see a demo. So that's one of the things I would recommend here. I'm just trying to look if there's any questions, but that's where I would get started. If you're looking to build out a SaaS, start with what you're trying to focus on and then go from there. Because right now, I've seen people just get Highlevel and they try to sell the features of Highlevel, which I think is a huge mistake. Okay? One of the things I also want to sit back and tell you here is, please, if you're ever going to be doing this and you're going to be talking to business owners, never talk about features. Don't mention, social planner. Don't mention voice AI, conversation AI. That's like technobabble. That's like wonk, 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 wonk. That's sort of Charlie Brown thing, but that's all people are going to hear. They're not going to understand what it is. So start converting your languages into results that would actually help them out. Meaning, instead of voice AI, say, hey, we have an automated AI employee that will answer the phone 24/7, collect lead information, and automatically book calls. That is the result. That's the benefit of voice AI. Okay, that's what people are looking for. Don't say conversation AI. Say, hey, we can handle all of your website visitors, answer their questions in real time, and actually book appointments directly through your website. Again, reviews AI. Hey, anytime somebody leaves you a Google review, we're going to automatically reply with a thoughtful message and handle that request for you, which is going to increase your ranking on Google, and it's not going to take any more of your time. We're going to completely automate that. So those are just some of the benefits, again, when you're using AI. But again, just convert the features into the benefit of what's in it for them. What problem is that going to help solve? So, guys, that's really about it. I know this is going to be kind of a short one, but I don't see any particular calls or questions. But if you do, leave them leave me a comment. I'll be happy to answer them and check you guys, help you guys out. But thanks so much again, everybody, and I look forward to it again. Remember, if you're looking to upgrade or you're looking to sign up, use my affiliate link. You'll get access to me as well as all my bonuses, and I can help you personally with some of the things that we've been talking about here on this live.